to Rose TV. If you ain't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share, comment, please. I'm gonna briefly be on. I want to come on for a second to talk about the Carlee Russell case, as we both know over the last 3 weeks, it's been a circus with the Carlee Russell case. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm confused right now with the case, with the Russell side, and I'm confused with the Hoover PD side. So what I'm trying to understand is, number one, what took so long for the arrest? That's number one. Number two, they actually didn't even go and arrest her. She actually just turned herself in. Number three, it sounded like to me they had all the evidence they needed to prove that she was lying. The first update after she got home. The first update after she got home stated that they had no evidence that could corroborate her story. So my thing is, I've seen people get arrested, go home, go to their home and arrest them, bring them back to the police station, question them in the interrogation room, and then decide whether they're guilty or whether they will let them go. According to how the interrogation goes. So what I'm trying to understand is, Carlee made it back on a late Sunday night, possibly between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, right? "49 hours away from home, supposedly missing." And she makes it back home. And the Hoover PD does a press conference that states that she's pretty much lying off the initial conversation that they had with her, which was a brief one. Mind you, it was a brief conversation that they had with her, because allegedly her parents were asking for time for her mental state. So the first press conference was releasing knowledge of her making it back home, the statement that she had gave them, and other details that led up to her missing and her return. Okay? So my question is, when Hoover PD decided or came to the conclusion that they had no physical evidence that she had been abducted by anyone, or that her story could even remotely be true, Why wasn't an arrest made? Why wasn't an arrest made? Can somebody tell me that? If you can tell me that, please leave it in the comments. I would love to know why wasn't an arrest made at that time. That particular first press conference, they stated they was waiting to talk to Carlee again. When people are involved in criminal acts, from my recent experience and what I've seen, and to my knowledge, they don't wait. They go pick them up, interrogate them, and then decide whether they tell the truth or not. So why did Carlee Russell have the opportunity to refuse to talk to the police, to lawyer up, release a statement by a lawyer, and then allowed to turn herself in? And then smiled on the mugshot. When you getting away with everything, why wouldn't you smile? I mean, hey, I can't blame her for that. They are literally allowing her to do whatever she wants to do. So my thing is Hoover PD on the Russell's payroll? Somebody. Is Hoover PD on Russell's payroll? Because why else wouldn't they arrest her? They clear-cut told the world that they had no substantial evidence that she was telling the truth. At that point, you already know that she's made a false 911 call. At that point, you already know she's lying to the police because you talked to her at the hospital when she first came back. So them are the same two crimes that they are charging her with now. So why wasn't an arrest made? Can someone else there? I'm just trying to understand why the Hoover PD act different from every other law enforcement that I've seen in that type of situation. Even the 14-year-old girl in Florida, 14 or 11. I'm sorry. She was 11 or 14, I'm sorry. But she recently did a 911 call host too. But she said her friend was abducted, but she was lying, and they immediately arrested her. Immediately. Arrested her and took her to jail. And I'm gonna do some more research on that, but from what I understand is they charge her with a felony. I don't know what the felony is. I'm gonna have to look back into it because my question is now, if this girl from Florida got charged with a felony, why did Carlee Russell with 2 misdemeanors? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But right now, my suspicions or my thoughts are, is Hoover PD on the Russell's payroll? Carlee Russell was free way too long than what she should have been. If you have evidence that a person has committed a crime, which they did, and then not to mention you had already had evidence that she stole from work. Her stealing from work, it was enough to pick her up. Because you know she was stealing. So I'm trying to understand. Maybe Hoover PD has a new set of laws that other law enforcement don't have. I don't know. Excuse me. But I'm trying to understand why the arrest for Carlee Russell never happened. Why was she able to stay at home? She hasn't spent a night in jail for this. I don't think she spent a minute in jail. I think when she turned herself in, they just booked her and gave her a mugshot. And she bailed right back out. She probably sat in the holding room or something like that. But she never served any type of punishment for this act. Why? Why wasn't she arrested and charged from the jump? Why did she get special privilege? I don't know. Hoover PD got some answers. They need to answer some questions. Even the last paragraph didn't really tell us nothing that we didn't already know. He still said he didn't know the whereabouts or where she was, the 49 hours that she was missing. So my thing was, it sounded like to me then, you still didn't interrogate her when she turned herself in. He said she turned herself in a little over an hour ago. You ain't had time to interrogate her. You ain't had time. You ain't had time because you had to do the booking and then you had the press conference. You ain't have time to interrogate her. So she still didn't talk to the police then. Is that right? Am I right or wrong? Help me out, somebody, please. I'm trying to understand why Carlee Russell, a 25-year-old lady, was pretty much treated like a juvenile. Well, treated better than a juvenile. She was treated like an infant. Because even the juvenile went to jail. Carlee Russell was treated like that. So, do you think the Russells have Hoover PD on their payroll? Just a thought. I try to think outside the box because with some things you have to. But I do know one thing. It's something very, very strange about this case. Very, very strange. I can't quite put it on my finger yet. But I think what I'm asking right now is part of it, because I honestly think the mom had something to do with it. I honestly think the mom was a part of it. Because if you go back and look at all the details, go back and look what I was told, she called her mom about 9:19 at night before she was abducted, before she was supposedly abducted, right? And in her mama interviews, her mama stated that when her son girlfriend came and told her, the first thing she did was call her phone. The second thing she did was they got dressed. Well, the second thing she did was went ahead and told her husband, according to her, a synopsis, a brief synopsis of what's going on. Third thing she did was they got up and they said they went to the location of the Live 360 app. Nobody called 911. You talked about three people. You talked about your brother, your son, girlfriend, you as a mother, and her father. Nobody had the sense to call 911. Then she stated, and I quote, her location, that her car was not there. Because where we went, it pinged up under another road because she was on the interstate. I'm sorry, to me, I mean, I'm not a detective. In real life, on movies I am. But, to me, it sounds like you went to where Carlee was coming out in. That's what it sounds like to me. You went to the location you knew Carlee was supposed to come out of the woods in. I believe it was planned, and the mother had a hand in it. That's what I believe. I might be wrong. My third eye is telling me I'm damn sure close to right. Ain't no way she did this by herself. There's no way. Because where did she go? She could have stayed in the woods. They searched all of there. So how could you have done this alone? You would have had to have a place to go. Like, if your mother hasn't sold yet. Think about it. Hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's just me thinking outside the box. I'm just going off the facts that they told, the facts that the PD told. That's all I'm going off of. The facts that the PD told in the interviews. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Carlee Russell was who PD paid off. Hoover PD paid off. Thank you. Like and subscribe. And share. Like and subscribe. Share the video. I'll be back with some more. Peace. Be blessed.